Welcome back to my channel, it's me, Bethany. Like I said last time, I'm recording this directly after because I am just confused. I don't know what's happening. There's been a body found. There was a fight between Hannah and Eve that they fought. Is that how you spell fought? I don't think that's how you spell fought. We're ignoring that. What if I search for Rapunzel, because one of them seems to have a Rapunzel. Ooh, there's more Rapunzel stories. Okay, let's see what these are.
Did I pass? Sorry, I messed it up with all that Rapunzel stuff. Do you need me to do that card again?
Pass? Wait, has there been a test about card? This piece of paper I have notes on is a mess. A huge mess.
We were obsessed with fairy tales. Not just the pretty ones, but the traditional ones. They were dark and real, bizarre and violent. Felt like life. We had this huge old book that I think Mum must have bought from a library sale. The illustrations had thin tracing paper over them to protect them. They were in colour, shiny plates. At the front of the book was an index of illustrations. We read that more than the actual stories. We'd read aloud the captions and flip between the pictures. There was something intimate about peeling back the tracing paper, undressing the pictures. Rapunzel's hair is cut. The eagle plucks out his heart. The princess pricks her finger.
Yeah, that's not disturbing at all. How many times have I said that? Let's see if we can find any more out about those cards. Okay, there's one. I don't think it's the same situation, but maybe, I don't know. I think this is Eve. I think.
He has a wallet, a huge silly thing, leather, real leather, I think. He packs it full of stuff, business cards, receipts, lottery tickets. He always carries it in his back pocket. I think that's why he's got a bad back. He sets the discs. I haven't seen it, so he must have it on him. He always takes it out of his back pocket before, when he comes in, if he's in the house.
Okay. Let's see. Test. Ooh, wait. Ooh, okay. I feel like this one's gonna give us some good things, but I don't know.
Yes. I'll take a lie detector test.
Okay, so what's gonna happen in this lie detector test? We already saw one with her in a lie detector test, and that's when we found out that she's Eve. In this scene, she's Eve for sure.
I've never taken a lie detector test before. Does it really work?
Okay.
Differences? She's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything. She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first. She had such a crush. I let him take my virginity after a night that his band had played at. It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses. After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity. It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth, a graze. We used a hairbrush. After that, we took it in turns, though. I was always the one who seduced the boys. Until Simon.
Okay. And we're going to go on because I'm not looking to... We're going to go on as I search for Wow. Okay, a lot of stuff comes up with Carl. And I think it's all Eve, so... I guess we'll see what she has to say in these and if I have to cut them out or not, because... I don't claim to be family friendly, but there comes a point.
Was he my first? No need to be so coy. No, he wasn't my first. That would have been Carl. He was a local boy in a band. He was a bit of a shit, but he was sexy. We were 15.
Okay, we already knew that. But, I don't know who were they talking about before Carl and that? I have no idea.
No, I was 15. Carl was older. 17, I think. I was really into him, regardless of how he actually behaved. Lots of drunken teenage sex. We did it in a church once. It's stupid. So he got tired of us and we split up after about 6 months. It was sad, but those early experiences, they help you realise who's really important to you, you know? Family.
Family is more important. That's something I can agree with slightly.
Family. So, Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there, and then Simon.
I feel like Simon was a big catalyst for how well Hannah and Eve get along. And I definitely think all of these are Eve.
Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous, didn't want to share. Even the first date, we went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went, kept changing places in the toilet. We only had one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes. Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems. The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me, but that was it. We didn't want another Carl on our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back. After that, it was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules. She wanted to be the first to sleep with him. I mean, that's when she got pregnant. From that one time.
Okay. Wow. Okay. And Ouija board, which I'm pretty sure I spelled right, but I'm gonna double check. And yeah, okay. More information about this Ouija board.
When beautiful people died, we always felt like it was a sign. You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly? She died in a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija board to speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him. That's what we thought then. That people who died tragically leave some kind of magic behind. We used to share dreams. We used to wake up and write them down in our diaries immediately and compare them.
Okay. Alright, so, let's see. What about pass? I don't think I did pass, like, pass the test. Okay, no, it's just that one. What if we look up Kiss? There's a couple that we haven't watched, okay.
Yes. I thought about telling Hannah. I felt guilty after the kiss. But then it began to feel like this was the way it should be. Sharing, like we had before. He never mentioned her to me. There was the Simon with me and the Simon with her. It was almost like it was a different Simon. But
okay.
after the kiss, the next time, he took me back to the house, to our parents' house, to their house. So, it was definitely him. I sometimes think he wanted to get caught to prove to himself that we were different people. He told me about his marriage, told me how his wife was completely different to me. I almost burst out laughing.
Okay, so blonde wig, or the blonde piece of hair that was found, and Hannah was like, I have no idea where it could have come from. Could it have been a doll's hair? Is because Simon took Eve back to their house. So, one piece of the mystery solved? Question mark? Okay, what about family? I don't know if this will help us at all, but you know, I got a list of words, I'm just going through them.
Florence was a warm, kind person. But she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin with other stuff in it. Older papers, letters, that kind of thing. Her story wasn't there. I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand, I guess. I just put it together later, once I was older. She had loved children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But, I mean, I guess it was different then. You know, you married for life and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war widow. One of the dead. I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know.
Okay, so I'm assuming that's talking about Eve's mother. The one that fell. What if we just heard... Oh wow, there's actually something. They drop a few title drops in the game. Let's see what this says.
Her story is that she'd waited for him to come back. She put on my wig, some of my clothes. pretended to be me. They talked. She'd enjoyed being me. He said he wanted to be with me. Then he took out a present. Another mirror. Just like the one he'd given her earlier. That unique present. She went crazy, smashed the mirror. They argued, screamed. He hit her. So she grabbed a piece of the mirror and just swung it round. She cut his throat clean open.
Wait.
She'd only meant to scare him off.
Wait, what? Wait, did we just... Did we just solve it? No. Because when we find out enough information to solve it, it comes up in B's like, do you know what happened? So we haven't figured out enough to solve it. But Hannah dressed up as Eve, aka put the wig on. How did Hannah figure out about Eve and the wig, though?
It wasn't the present so much. It was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while. The present was a mirror. A nice mirror. He'd engraved the glass, the kind of mirror a princess would have in a story. He made it specially for me.
Wait, did you hear the sirens?
The mirror. I can't remember. I put it somewhere safe. Upstairs, I think. I haven't looked at it since.
Wait, are the bangs the telltale of who's who? Because, like, maybe that's the tale.
Silverleaf? No. He normally silvers them properly. This mirror, it's supposed to look antique. The reflection isn't as good. It's the perfect mirror for someone who doesn't like to look at their own reflection.
Okay. So... what did we search to get? We searched her story to get that information. Okay, Shard doesn't come up with anything broken. Wait, what's this one?
Florence was a warm, kind.
Okay, this was the one we just watched about how Florence, I'm guessing, is her mother. I might need to search that because I realize I've never actually searched Florence and it's come up a few times.
It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar. We had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it. The watch, that was my touch, to make sure the alibi stuck.
Okay, wait, did I never search the watch? Okay, first, Florence.
Florence took me home with her. Mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up. Take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion.
Okay.
Florence raised me in her home. I never left it. She kept me out of sight. It wasn't odd for people to see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road. I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror. She was me.
Okay, yeah, that's really weird. Alright. What happened to the watch? Okay, nothing else comes up with watch. We searched mirror. Kiss. What if we searched accident? I feel like we have already, but I don't remember. Yeah. Okay, what about arrest? Yeah, there's nothing new for that. What about rights? Oh, wait. Okay, right came up with stuff. It's not what I meant to search, but let's see what happens in here.
Simon's parents offered to put me up, but I didn't think it would be a good idea. It would be too sad. Not right now. I'm staying at a friend's.
Okay, so back when Eve was still pretending to be Hannah.
That can't be right. In the bedroom.
Wait, what was found in the bedroom?
I sleep on the right side of the bed as you come in from the door. You can tell because I have 2 pillows and he just has 1.
Okay.
Hurt someone? Yes. But everyone thinks that from time to time, right? You just want to lash out.
Yeah, that doesn't make you sound any better. Alright. Actually, let's... Okay, that didn't come up with anything. Let's see what else comes up with bedroom.
Yes. I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back. Me and Simon. Felt like going back to old ways before the pregnancy. Reminded me of being a girl, a dollhouse in the attic, old things. We didn't sleep in my parents' bedroom for a long time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense. That would be uncomfy.
In the bedroom?
Yes, in the bedroom. What's in the bedroom? If this one is...
That can't be right. In the bedroom?
Okay, that's weird.
Okay. I parked up in the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper, but he wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly in the living room. nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
Wait, Doug's a new name. I don't know who Doug or Eleanor is.
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I parked down the end of the road. I walked up to the house. I knocked on the door. No answer. I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes on the shoe rack. I shouted out for him. I walked straight into the kitchen. He usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. He wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly into the living room. Nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom. He wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. Then I had a shower. Whilst I was in the shower, the phone rang. I think it was Eric, his boss. I didn't answer it. Then I came out and I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, but I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. I spoke to him. Then I called Simon's parents. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
Okay. That's kind of weird, but wait. They didn't mention... Eve didn't mention Doug or Eleanor. Wait. Was it this one? No. It was this one.
Okay.
Um...
I spoke to him.
There's the... Okay, so Hannah
called Doug and
said she
Eleanor.
called Doug and Eleanor. Well, Eve said she called Simon's parents. So there's the differentiation. Like, but who's Doug? Alright, there's quite a few in Doug. About Doug.
Yeah. I've been round to Doug and Eleanor's and they're very worried. I feel sorry for them.
Why do you feel sorry for them, though?
I got a job to contribute, you know. Doug knew someone and I got a job as a dinner lady at the primary school. They said it didn't matter if I could cook or not, just don't poison the kids. So you see, it's always been complicated between me and Simon. It's never just been the two of us. There's always been pressure.
Okay, what's the pressure been about, though? But let's finish on with Doug.
I hoover, I dust every week, maybe less. I once asked Eleanor how often I should dust, and she said, if people ask, tell them you do it once a week, but every few weeks is okay. I think she was just trying to make me feel better. I mean, when I was there, she was hoovering every day. You know, ran an ordered house. You know how that generation is, putting on a brave front. She has secret stashes of cigarettes. Doug doesn't even know she smokes. When I was there, I saw her. She has these sort of porcelain vases, ornamental, next to the Reader's Digest books. Cigarettes inside. And she still has them. I mean, last time I was there, I looked in a vase. there was a fresh pack. I mean, all those years of marriage, and she still has a secret like that.
Oof, a secret like that. No, thank you.
1984 was an awful year in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents died in the summer. It was a hot summer, a heat wave. So when they discovered the bodies, it was just awful. Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police. A forensic entomologist. I had to look that up. It was because of the heat. It was just awful.
Okay, wait. I don't know what a forensic entomologist is, really. Okay, I don't think anything new. I mean, I guess maybe. Ellen. Wait. What's... Are we done? I don't think we're done. No? Okay, Buzz. How do we know if we're done or not? See, we don't know a lot of things yet. There's a clock. I don't know what's up with that. I'm just gonna move you over there. And then try and type Eleanor's name in correctly. One new thing came up. And this one's with Eve.
Yes. I speak with Eleanor at least once a day. Not that there's anything much to say. It's more just...
Oh, wait, I've never... Hey, look! I got a new achievement. Okay. I haven't done simple as police. Let's try it.
When will the police let me back in the house? They let me take a bag of clothes with me, but...
Okay. Investigating a murder. Why would they let you back in the house?
They said it was food poisoning. There was something in the food they ate. My dad liked to pick mushrooms, grow them too. They said it was the mushrooms. It was hard to believe. Death caps. They have a skirt around the cap. My dad taught me that. But, I mean, the police had no reason to think it was suspicious. They lived alone. And no one had any reason to hurt them.
So think the police. But I bet Eve probably had something to do with it. Well, okay, I've been recording for 35 minutes, so I think I'm going to leave this here. I thought we'd figure it out, but in this episode, but it doesn't look like we have. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I will see y'all all next time. Bye!